Did you know that 40 million people search for their jobs on LinkedIn every week and 3 persons get hired through LinkedIn every minute? And that is the power of LinkedIn, and that's what we're going to discuss today. Hi guys, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. My name is Rupal. I'm a chartered accountant and a graduate from Shriram College of Commerce. Today we're going to help you set up a LinkedIn profile which will be impressive and can help you get your next job. Also, this is a special episode because there is a giveaway for all the viewers. You can actually get a giveaway from my side, which will be a 30 minutes one-to-one session where I will help you set up your own LinkedIn profile. I'll work along with you to entirely review your profile and help you add improvement points. Now, the only thing that you have to do to enter into this giveaway is subscribe to the channel, like the video, and put it down in the comment section that you're interested in this giveaway. And we'll be selecting one person from the entire comment section exactly next 10 days. With this, let's start how to have an impressive LinkedIn profile. Before you have your LinkedIn profile, you need 3 prerequisites. Number 1 is an email account. It can be a Gmail account, Yahoo, whatever email account, one email account which will be linked to your LinkedIn. Number 2, you need to actually have a solid CV prepared. If you don't have a CV prepared, then at least start collecting all your certificates, your accolades, your all kind of awards you have got, right from your higher school studies to your college. And if you're a professional, whatever has been your professional experience, whatever awards you have got, you would not remember each and everything. So it's important that you collect all of that in one file and keep your repository ready with you so that it will really help in creating the LinkedIn profile faster. And number 3 is a professional photograph. A professional photograph is a plain simple photograph with a white or a plain background. It need not be an entire length photo, a simple professional photograph. So with these 3 things, let's start how to create the profile. Number 1, you would put your photograph in the column of the photograph, and there's also an option to put a background photo. You can also choose to do that. As you can see, I have put in my photograph and a background image. In step number 2, you would fill in your intro. Your intro is what people will see at first. It will have your name, your headline, what you want people to know, your current position, your education, your location, industry, contact info. And once you put in all these details, then you click on save. After you've done your introduction and your photograph, you can also click here that whether you're open to hiring or you're open to work. This is kind of a badge that will show to the other people. If you're none of the two, you can skip this part. Step number 3 is experience. In experience session is what people are looking at your experience. So if you're in college, you can write about your curriculum, what you're studying, what all you have gained, what you aspire to do. If you're a professional, you can write what is your experience, how many years you have worked, what all kind of work you have done, what is been your domain, and what is the objective that you want to achieve. So in experience section, you can write that. Now here, what is very important, depending upon how long or how big your experience is, it is going to depend how many sections you're going to have in the experience. Now in the experience section, when you click here, you will get your title, your employment type, your company location, your description. You also have to upload here relevant certificates and awards that you've gotten in this particular profile. Now in experience, depending upon what all designations you have got throughout your career or what all companies you've been a part of, all of that comes under experience. Now depending upon the number of companies that are there, number of designations that are there, it can be one or it can be multiple experiences depending upon the duration of that particular designation or company. And because you need to have this section very comprehensively documented, that's why I said keep all your certificates and accolades and prices, all those documents handy, because you're gonna put in each and every one of them here. Step 5 is education. Now in education, it can be in different forms. It can be your professional education. For example, I'm a CA, so I have written Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. I have studied from here. It could be your graduation studies. For example, I have been from Sri Ram College of Commerce, so I have put in that and what are the kind of subjects that I have studied in my college, what are the kind of activities I was part of, what kind of scholarships I've got in my college. Similarly, you can also talk about your school depending upon your preference. Some people choose not to do it, but you can also mention about your higher school studies, what kind of, again, activities you've done, your specialization in courses. I was from a commerce background. You can also add here different certificates or different kind of awards that were given to you. I was given one scholarship, so I've mentioned that. And the next part is about other experiences. Now in this duration, if you had some other kind of experiences, you've done some volunteering work, you've been a part of certain self-help groups, you have been a part of book reading club, you have been a part of some sort of community services, all of that is also forming part of your experience. So that should also be mentioned here, along with, again, any certificates, any awards that were given to you. If you know more than 2 languages, you should also mention it here, because it helps you in getting more attraction towards your profile for different MNCs especially. And the other part also that you can add in this is what kind of projects that you've been part of. Have you done any publications? Were you a part of any big assignment that you have done during your college or school or in your professional experience? Have you written any articles? Have you written any books? Or were you a contributor to a book? All of that was also forming part of these other experiences, which you should definitely add. Now, recommendations are one of the most critical parts of LinkedIn profile. Recommendation is generally given by someone who's either worked with you, studied with you, who's been your mentor, your professor. All of these recommendations are very, very critical, because any person who's going to look at your profile can actually judge that how other people who have worked with you, who have known you, who have been your professors, how do they look at you. So this recommendation part is one of the most critical parts of LinkedIn profile. Now, how do you seek a recommendation? You can write an email or speak to them and seek the guidance from them whether they would like to give you a recommendation or not. If somebody says yes, good for you. If they decline, then hard luck, but you should keep trying, especially if you've done some good work with someone. They should be happy to recommend you if they're happy with the work that you've done. One only suggestion is, don't try to get recommendations from your family members. The sanctity of the recommendation is not only for the person who's receiving it, but also of the person who's giving it. So be mindful in who you're seeking the recommendation from. Seek genuine recommendations. That will go a long way in creating a credibility for your LinkedIn profile. Now, skills and endorsements are something you can add your own skills which you think you are good at, and other people can endorse you if they also believe that the skill that you've put, you're good at that. And I would not place a lot of reliance on skills and endorsements. Recommendation is much more valuable than skills and endorsements, so I would advise you to focus more on recommendation than on skills and endorsements, but you can definitely add this to your profile. I would leave you with 2 last tips. Number 1, keep an eye on the kind of updates that are there in the LinkedIn social media profile. For example, recently LinkedIn has added the feature of stories, so you can put up stories. So these are the kind of things that you can look out for and can take advantage of, so that you're real-time updated about the new features. Number 2, you can also take advantage about publishing about your work, the kind of things that you do. You can write small articles, publish it on LinkedIn, so that when people will actually look at your profile, they'll also get to see what kind of work that you're doing. So this is also something that keeps on adding value to your profile. That's it. Thank you guys so much for joining in this journey. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit on the notification bell so you don't miss on any update. And again, I'm reminding, there is a giveaway where I will choose one person from the comment section below who has subscribed to the channel, liked the video, and who's interested in creating a LinkedIn profile, or who's interested in me reviewing their LinkedIn profile. I'll be happy to do it. So please do put down in the comment section below, and yeah, that's it. I will be choosing the winner in the next 10 days, so watch out for that. Thank you again for joining me in this journey. Keep visualizing your goals and dream big, and I'll see you again in the next video. Thank you. Stay home and stay safe. Bye.